As always, it's me, Emperor AP. I am here joined by two wonderful guests. Tiffany is here, and also we have to mention the great Emperor Victor von Doom of the Empire of Draconia, our one and only allies. Welcome, Emperor Victor.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Today, what we are up to, everybody, is we are trying out our charcoal furnace. As of the moment, we're just cooking some wood in there, getting it started, and we're going to try to actually produce charcoal today. So in the future, this will be used for our metals melting industry, but for the moment, we need to do some prep work.
Okay.
Emperor Victor, how have things been in Draconia? What's in the news?
Well, what is in the new is things are slowly picking back up. It's been a rough year, and yeah, just getting back into the swing of things. We've made a couple of videos. Then I tried to post one, and it got struck because it had music in the back. So yeah, just goofy stuff like that. And then we had well, we had and have some still vehicular issues, but one issue was resolved due to our one and only ally. Okay, and that is Aeternia. Aeternia came to the rescue, if you don't mind me talking about it. Our main vehicle was down, and Emperor AP reached out to us, and we were frazzled at the time. And as an ally, Emperor AP took it upon himself to assist us with getting that situation resolved with our only operating vehicle. And that changed things for the better. So this is an example of how nations can work together to help, to heal, to prosper one another. And it was right on time, as if Emperor AP had a spider sense to say that are you guys okay, and he reached out, and everything was great. So again, Draconia sends thanks to Emperor AP, Tiffany, and Aeternia as a whole for helping Draconia in one of its many hours of need. So with that, it helped continue to hold on to a recently acquired stable financial gig that has been helping out quite substantially. So yeah, that is the latest news. Okay, and I would say for Draconia, it's one of our first historical, I guess, footnotes. Okay, to be assisted by a fellow nation. And again, it was not just it's not just a sort of an official kind of thing. It's a heartfelt situation, and our whole family is in great appreciation of this gesture. Okay, it was not expected, but it was given. So I would like to tell anyone out there that has anything negative to say about Aeternia, about Emperor AP, and you better not say anything about Tiffany. You just better not.
Can't do it.
That you are absolutely wrong. Because I've heard some things. I was watching the last live stream, and someone mentioned a certain thing in the questions, and Emperor AP is a good man. And with every good man or a great man is a great woman. And Tiffany is fabulous as well. Aeternia came to our aid, and that can be backed up with receipts. So I really would like anyone out there who challenges the authenticity and the goodness of Emperor AP and Aeternia, okay, I challenge you to step forth and try it, because you're not going to succeed. So yes, that was the one thing I wanted to make clear, okay, is that that assistance was real, okay, and it was substantial. Uh, so as far as any character assassination attempts on Emperor AP, no, you're not going to do it. Not on my watch. And I may not have many videos out yet. They're coming. But like I said, this all can be backed up with receipts. All right. And we love you, Emperor AP and Tiffany. We really do. And thank you.
Love you guys too, and thank you. You know, I appreciate the kind words. It's of course an honor for us to hear that we were able to help, and that Draconia and Aeternia are marching forward and progressing as we can. I I just I feel really grateful to have had friends like you all for so long. I mean, even beyond a formal alliance, as you were saying, you know, just being able to connect with you, being able to learn about who you are. That's neat enough to want to do anything we can to help you. So. That being the case, I do want to say hello to the Von Doom family channel. Thank you guys for being here. It's great to see everybody. Great to see all of the Drakkonians here and celebrating with us. Um, I have been pulled away for a moment because I'm trying to slowly add to our fire, not to detract too much from the conversation. But I am going to be slowly splitting this up as we talk. Um, I I do want to bring up though, we have been trying to do a lot with the development out here. We just got out here fairly recently and have been plagued with issues dealing with our quail dying and needing to develop our flock to our plants and the Garden of Nations being kind of stunted because we had to leave them in these small containers for so long and to move. And now we've developed the raised beds, so we're starting to get things forward and growing back there. And we're excited to be out here. We now have, fortunately and unfortunately, more opportunity than we can take on. There's a lot out here, and we're slowly working our way into making it functional for us and making it something more stable. So as we continue to improve and develop, I hope that our alliance can continue to benefit from that, and I hope that we can find ways to make unique developments that we haven't been able to before.
Yes, I was just on, what was it? It wasn't Facebook Marketplace. It was another website, and I was just pricing, you know, tractors and various things that you guys might need. That I don't know if you would be able to maybe acquire, but there was a what was it? There was a small earth mover for a reasonable price, and you got the land for it.
Now, is an earth mover like an excavator? Like, is it one of the ones
Yeah,
that have like the claw thing?
yeah, excavator, yes. And
Gotcha.
it was a small, like one seater. Um, and I don't remember the specs on it as far as like how much earth it can move at a certain amount of time. But again, anything's a start, and it was rather affordable. You can rent them, but you know, for what we're doing, I would say that's something, an investment. Just to grab it, not no renting. You know.
I would completely agree. Trying to move the puppy out of the way so it doesn't get beat up. Um, no, I completely agree. I think one of the things that we've looked into as well, some friends of Tiffany's family um, have a tractor that has um, an excavator arm on it. It's like an
Okay.
attachment for it. If
Okay.
we were able to eventually invest in a tractor, that might be the way to go because you can do something that has those like lawnmower attachments and the excavator attachment and stuff like that.
Right. Right. Right.
But I don't know the difference. I don't know if it's like, you know, you need a certain strength to do certain
Yes.
jobs or whatever. We'll have to
Yes.
look into it for sure.
Yes. Definitely.
But that's a good idea. Being out here, there's so many different things to get started on. It's hard to find one. Um,
Right.
yeah, so I definitely appreciate it. Any advice you guys have as you watch streams, as we partner together and do more stuff, and that goes for anyone in the comments as well. Definitely give us feedback. Let us know. Hey, I saw this. Could you do something with it? Or what about this? Can we work together on this? So we'd
And that
appreciate
was
it.
why I said that. I was thinking like with all the clay in the soil, and if you the deeper you get, you can. There's a lot of things you could do if you can get it. Like I'm being kind of radical here. If you can get 6 feet under, okay, you can build a magnificent furnace, especially if you're 6 feet under with mostly um, like clay soil. And that way, you can simply brick the walls, and then you can concentrate all that heat into one spot, basically making an underground furnace, much like the one you have, but just deeper down. And you've got the advantage of being able to blast without damaging anything else around it or causing issues, since the clay will retain a lot of the heat. And the more you use it, the harder, that clay will start to harden, and like the furnace itself, it will kind of build itself as you use it if you build it into the clay soil.
That makes sense. It'll improve over time. Um,
Yes.
I think that's a great idea. In looking into trying to develop our metals industry more and more, that's one of the things that I at least have noticed. Most of these industrial operations are very, very large, and I think it's just due to that efficiency issue. Like you're saying, if you can dig really deep into the ground, if you can do a lot of your work in these bulk production lines, um, you can save a lot on your fuel. You can save a lot
Yes.
on even the, like you're saying, the actual mechanical stresses, the issues you deal with the machinery.
Right.
Having that big furnace that's old school heating, getting tougher and tougher over time,
Right.
working with the earth. I think it's a
Hmm.
smart strategy. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank you.
Micro Socialist Republic of Serbia. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, but yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and try. Have you put music? Yeah, I gotta get more wood. We now have our fire roaring. Let me actually turn the camera so everybody can see what we're doing here. We have this fire going pretty well. We have taken all of the plastic and wood bits off of the pressure cooker. We're certainly not going to seal it up, but we're going to have it placed on top very lightly and have it filled to the brim with wood. So that way it's sealed enough that it reduces the oxygen in the container and allows us to dry the wood out without burning it. So that'll be the attempt. Allow us to start to kind of bulk manufacture some charcoal. Let me see if I can grab us some wood, and I will be right back. Okay. trying to find some pieces of wood. Not as prepared as I thought. A smaller piece of wood ran out a lot quicker than I envisioned. So, what I think I'm going to do is take everybody on a little walk, if you don't mind, while we talk, and look for some wood. I guess over there. Grab a few big pieces and walk back. So, Emperor Victor, I know one thing that has been exciting, if you don't mind me talking too much about it, with the Drakkonian Empire is that you guys are getting some new certifications and skill sets under your belt. Is that right?
Yeah, for Empress Alicia, yes.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I'd rather her tell you about it. It's
Fair enough.
because there's some like first it started out as one thing, and I believe she's kind of veering towards something else. I don't know if she talked to you about it. She I'm not saying she's changing her major or anything. It's just um there was, like I said, there was a little bit of a course correction, and I can't really speak on it. Because when she's studying, then I've got the brood, I'm taking care of all of these guys. And then when she's not, then I'm doing something else. So, it's sort of like a leapfrog thing. But
It's a team effort. Yeah.
yeah, team effort. But yeah, again, it's I believe she's taking a course correction, a slight course correction. So I don't want to get it wrong. But yeah, I wanted her to be on the live, but yeah, she was not feeling well. So when she took her break, instead of coming down here, she just said, "Hey, I'll just watch them until you guys are done."
Well, that means a lot. Thank you guys for making time. It means a lot. I am sorry to hear about the course correction because it sounds like it's just a difficult change. But if that's what's going to get her further in what she wants to do and get her the certification, the degree that's right for her, that's what's important. So it's cool that you guys are working together, making that work, and I appreciate any time that I get from that. It means a lot.
And we appreciate time with you as well. Okay. And she sees it as very important. So that is why, she's like, "Hey, okay, not feeling well, but hey, get that done and I'll keep these guys quiet." So, and how's school going for you?
Well, but definitely busy. I can relate to Empress Alicia. I am in the wrapping up of my summer semester. So I'm taking just one official graded course and then one course that is my research for my master's. So it is
Okay.
going well, but the summer courses are short enough as they are. So it's all starting to build to that kind of final.
Okay.
So I'm excited for it. I think things are going well this semester, but you never can fully prepare for that big hit when the finals come.
Right, 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 right. And
So
Tiffany,
yeah,
how have you been?
she's been doing a lot with her research. It's been like heavy research focus, playing with cool robots.
No robots?
Well, there will be, but not yet. I have to figure out all the simulation stuff first before I can put stuff in the hardware.
Ah, I see, I see, I see. So are you getting machine learning under your belt, or is that something you've done already?
I've already done fundamentals of machine learning, so
Cool. Cool.
She
All
got the
right.
parts she
Well,
needed.
Mhm.
I can't
Um,
wait to see you put Elon Musk to shame with your robots.
it's not hard. He's not a very smart man.
that is true. I even think Tiff's underselling how much she's doing. Putting the software in the robots, half the robot, in my opinion. But I'm
Yeah,
not a
you're
roboticist. I think we might even be good just with this big log. And we need to drag this big log.
Thinking that before I farted was crazy.
Smart. Okay. We found some big sticks. So we're bringing them.
Oh, you're gonna run off?
I'm gonna run off.
Okay. I wouldn't drag that. He just puts, plants down in the field.
That's to
Did not
not mess up the rows.
do.
That is true. We're just weightlifting. Rural weightlifting. Emperor
So how
Victor,
much?
you got to get me on a good workout routine.
Yeah. How much coal are you trying to make this evening?
Not a ton. We were just going to see what we could kind of get started. But yeah, I also know you guys have a specific time slot, so I do want to make sure I'm mindful of that.
Okay.
So yeah, whenever things do start to get close, please let me know.
We'll do. I'm just intrigued with this. I like that you're doing this. This is exciting.
I appreciate it. We what we're trying to do, we already grill a lot, and
Okay.
as we've been out here, it's been more and more frequent. So being able to provide our own charcoal saves the trip to the store, and like I said, it'd be nice to power the furnace and be able to actually get those molds hot for when we do
Right.
start metals working.
You got a big log there.
I do have a big log here. It is a big log filled with big bugs. And the big bugs are on my hand. But it's fine. Oh, we had a crazy big bug on our door earlier. This isn't super relevant to the stream, but I had never seen one with that setup. I can see if it's still on the door, maybe.
No.
It's not on the door? Oh, dang. Okay. Heartbreaking. But it was
I
crazy.
put a picture and you can post it to your
That is true. Everybody follow the Instagram. We'll post it on there.
Ah, okay.
He has big chompers.
But I guess I'll drag it over there so I can stay kind of on the screen.
So you want to set the pot now or just?
Well, we need to put the wood in first.
Okay.
Incredibly
Your tongs aren't big enough to grab the pot, are they?
No, I don't.
Ooh, I know. Hold on.
But I know, Emperor Victor, one of the things that I learned recently, we've been trying to develop the Garden of Nations. And one of the ways we were going to move forward with expanding to other nations and getting other nations connected is trying to start something like a drop box or a loot box or something where we could make some kind of goods using the limited amount of produce we get each season. And then we could kind of make that into some little items and ship them out. Things that
Okay.
are, cottage goods, things that wouldn't have any significant expiry date or anything. But the issue is, apparently you can't send them across state lines. I did not know that. So we will have to change up our strategy a little bit. I was really disappointed. I thought that would be fairly straightforward.
Explain that to me.
So as far as I know, the way that cottage goods laws work, at least in Alabama, is that there are certain foods that are non-perishable that you only need a very minor certification to be able to produce and sell directly to consumers. So,
Okay.
for example, you can have like candies or certain like cakes that don't include like dairy or eggs, things like that. Any kind of item that's going to have a long shelf life, something like that, something that doesn't, you have to refrigerate or anything like that.
Mhm.
So those are called cottage goods, and apparently you can sell cottage goods online, but you cannot sell them to people out of state. The the cottage goods can't cross state lines, which I didn't know about. So
Hmm.
that's now changing our strategy a little bit. We're gonna have to rethink things and kind of go back to the drawing board. But
Well,
still trying to work on it.
that's disconcerting. But depending on what you have, for example, if I'm understanding you correctly, something like sugared orange slices would
Yeah.
not qualify. You could, that can cross state lines. Yes.
My apology. No, so that's what I was trying to say. We could make those things and sell them, which like you take an online certification course, and then you can sell them
Okay.
out of your house. You don't need a special license or kitchen or anything like that. You don't have to get food safety verified, other than that
Okay.
initial license. But that's only for in-state sales. So I can't say, "Hey, I'll send it to Drakkonian and sell it to them," because it wouldn't. I would get in trouble. So
Okay. So what can you sell out of state?
uh, nothing that's a food item.
Okay.
Which is disappointing because then it's like that's the farm. Yeah.
Right.
So even
Um.
like if I got, for example, we have elderberries here that are
Right.
about to come in, and so
Okay.
if I took a bunch of elderberries and like dried them out, I can't do that. I can't sell that across state lines
Wow. Okay.
that
Huh.
I know of. That I know of.
Okay. Um. hmm. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. So, do would seeds classify? Um.
I think seeds would be fine because it's not intended to eat, I suppose. Like, for example, if we had vines and we wanted to dry the vines out and make like baskets and sell the baskets, we can do that as long as
Right.
it's not something that is intended for the person to eat.
Right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
It looks like we've got our pot set up, so we will show everybody that. Whatever you do, Tiff, don't lock it in place. Just set it on top. We don't even need it to sit down all the way because we don't want a lot of airflow, but a little bit of airflow is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't want it to build up pressure.
Then how are you gonna put it
We are just going to
in? Is your pond not good?
set it in. I don't think so, but that would be a good way to get it out. I think I'll just have to. It is a big question. Oh, I know what I did. I was supposed to figure that contract.
I don't know. It's gonna like
Maybe two doubles, get two flat doubles. Let's try it. Okay. Attempt one for our charcoal production. You see that first of all, wooden. Um, yeah, that
use the flat side of it.
oh, this thing.
Okay. Start down there.
Okay. But that is something to think about. Um, I the other potential that I was thinking about is maybe doing the same basic setup, but having it be donated to somebody potentially that each nation could, subscribe or support in some way, and that we could give that to someone in need on behalf of that nation potentially. Um, but I just trying to go for new ideas.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to give that some thought.
I would certainly. Um, it's not something that's a complete stop because of course we can still sell in the States, but it is just very limited for the original idea of the garden. Oh, another thing to think about maybe for this, um, our founding day, our 9th founding day, nearly a decade of the Empire of Aeternia, will be coming up in a month, basically a month from today, the 20th
Right.
of next month. And so we are trying to think of ideas. We're starting to get our plan together and starting to get
Okay.
stuff set. So if you have any ideas for us, you were a big participant in our last founding day.
Okay.
And of course, we are excited to set up the next one.
Okay. All right. I'll give that thought as well.
Thank you. But yeah, I think we're starting to go. We still have plenty of fire here. There's a lot of smoke coming off now because I put the wet wood on it. But we should be cooking. Should be doing all right. And our pot is actually cooking. So that's good. We're doing good, and hopefully making some charcoal in there. One of the things I just want to show off for a second, Emperor Victor, because we do wish you could be here.
Yeah, I
but
wish I was there.
because you can't, I'll see if I can show off a beautiful Aeternian sunset here at Talon and Vine Farm.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The territory is beautiful. What you're doing is beautiful. The sunset, it's all, just like mouth watering,
Absolutely. It is very nice. It's super peaceful out here. It's in developing Eternia and all the pushing that we've done. It's nice to be here and get that that peace, that little moment of the sunset.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And it's funny because as far as my my family, my immediate family is concerned, Alabama is where everybody comes from. So Montgomery and was it Montgomery, and it's another area, I can't think of it, but I think Montgomery and Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so and then what else? And I have daughters that are in Huntsville.
Mm-hmm. So you're more of a native Alabamian than I am.
In a lot of
I
ways,
moved
yeah.
here in high school.
So it's funny that you're down there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm wondering,
Yeah. Well,
because
we need to get you back. We
yeah,
need to
I
have you
mean, like
down here.
that area, the heat, the clay, just everything is perfect for what we're doing. Okay. Up here, a lot of water. We have a lot of water. So there's the positive. But down there, yeah, I like the heat.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm Drakkonian. I like fire. I like heat. Okay.
There you go.
But and clay. Yeah, the red clay. I used to hear stories from my grandmothers about the red clay and how they would use it as medicine and all kinds of stuff like that, and even hear stories about like crazy stuff, like goofer dust and and magic and stuff like that that they used to do down there. So yeah, it's interesting that you guys are down there, and my older children are down there, and yeah, who knows? Draconia may end up having its first nation back where Victor comes from. So I mean, I was born in Ohio, but again, my relatives migrated up, thinking it was going to be better up here, and no. But you know, yeah. But that sunset is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I would be excited to have you down here again. I know you've said you've come to visit family before, and it's tough because as we're such close allies, being such a far distance away, people on the stream won't fully get. We've talked about for years trying to figure out ways to shorten
to
that
come together.
gap and
Yeah,
bridge that distance. Yeah, yeah.
right, right.
And so it's I can feel it though, one way or the other. We're
It's,
getting connected. We're getting closer
yeah,
and
it's gonna
closer.
happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, yeah. I was down there. What was it? I remember it was my graduation week, and I left with a friend, and we weren't supposed to leave. There were finals, and he was like, "Hey, man, we only live once," and I was like, "Yeah, we only fail once too." So I was worried about my exams, and he was trying to get me to live free and whatever else.
Mhm.
And we were headed to Florida, but we stopped in Alabama. And one of his cousins had a huge watermelon patch.
Oh wow.
And I had never eaten from an actual watermelon patch. And so we're sitting on the fence posts,
Mhm.
eating the watermelon. And I'm like, this is so cool. And it was just like green and insects chirping and stuff for miles. It's just nothing. All right. And it was just free. And it wasn't quiet, but there was no machinery. There was no cars. There were we didn't even hear planes in the sky at that time. And it was hot, and the watermelon was almost naturally refrigerated. Somehow they maintain a certain temperature, even though
That's
it's
crazy.
hot out here. And we were cracking it, and we're just eating it, just dirty, wet, sweet watermelon. And I was like, yeah, I get it. This is a sweet moment that I can photograph in my mind for the rest of my life. And well, long story short, he failed. Okay. I went back. I begged the teachers. I was like, please, please, please. And they were like, yeah, okay, take your finals, in that room and, whatever else. So I wasn't very effective at being a bad boy.
You were
And
spared though.
yeah,
You survived it.
yeah, yeah. So moved on to high school. It was junior high. That's what it was. It was junior high. And it was a finals week. I went back and I said, please let me take these. I wasn't driving. I was with him and his dad. And they were like, yeah, we know about what happened. Okay, so you take that. And I left and he got held back. So not really a micronational story, just saying that, there was a moment in my life where I remember being in Alabama pretty much by myself and having a surreal moment sitting on a fence post. It was almost like something you see on a postcard.
Mhm.
Like three kids just sitting there, just enjoying free food.
Oh yeah. Well, and not only that, I mean, I love watermelon. I'm envious of that story. I'd love to get it fresh from the vine. So we've wanted to grow watermelon. Ooh, that's true. It's just saying talent and vine representing the farm. Um,
Yeah.
and we also the only similar experience I've had like that is with sugarcane. Living in South Louisiana, growing up,
Uh,
there was a bunch of sugarcane fields, and so my dad had a friend who had sugarcane, and so we went by his field and cut a little bit, and that's the best when you're a little kid getting to have something that's just pure
yeah.
sugar like that. The
Yeah.
best. So yeah, I would love to grow some sugarcane and some watermelon.
Wow.
If we do, and we can get you guys down here, we'll redo the experience for everybody.
Yeah. Right. Because see, again, a synchronicity. You mentioned sugarcane. When I was little, I would see there was a video. Well, it was something on TV at the time, and even though it was in black and white, yes, I grew up with black and white TV. Um, this little kid was eating sugarcane, and it looked so good, and I wanted some. And I came close to an opportunity, and I got a hold of it, but I wasn't strong enough. I was real little, wasn't strong enough to like get it open. and there was no adult that was around at the time. I forget where we were, and I couldn't get it open. Then we had to leave, so I missed my opportunity to have sugarcane.
Oh no.
And I was like, I want to try that at least once in my life. So you told that story, and then I told this story. So yeah, there's a synchronicity here.
Mhm.
And
You can make
yeah,
both of them happen.
Louisiana. That I would like to go to Louisiana as well.
Oh,
It looks wonderful there. So
absolutely. The culture's super cool. I want to go back. I haven't been in years. We may have to take a trip together one day.
that would be cool.
Let me see. First off, are you still okay on time, Emperor Victor? I want to make sure.
Let me see. I don't know what time it is right now.
So it's 8:11 my time, which I guess is 9:11 your time.
Yeah, 9/11. Okay, yeah. I've got about 15 more minutes.
Okay, fantastic. That being the case, let's go ahead and see if we can check this. I'll go grab us some tools to pull it off and see if we've made any progress on this charcoal before we have to do our sign out with you. In just one moment. All right, I am headed that. You want to try it with 2 pickaxes too? Very carefully lifting it. Do not try this at home, anybody. This is going to be slightly dangerous. Let's see. Try and go up and over that way. Yeah, there's like a maybe let me lock this one in place, and then if you can hold this one, I can go back. Kind of smoking the face. Yeah. No, not gonna happen. Like tearing. No one's stuck. Okay. Okay, pull everything out. There's the arms stuck. New point. You get on stuff. Let me tear that up. I was gonna say we just pulled the whole top off. That was kind of part of the design anyhow. Oh no! That's alright. That's alright. Let me see if I can. It's basically at ground level at this point, so maybe if I can just kind of slide it on the logs we already have. Okay, there we go. It's at least off the fire. We'll give it a second, and we'll see the result. Yeah, if we can get those back, we can probably just set that. Make that one. That was long when it was round. This is the top for the top. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Teamwork. Oh, there we go. Almost. Get torn up by the snake. There we go. Oh, I think the metal object. Check it out. Well, nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, no. It was just drying a little bit. It didn't even start. So
Well, it did. That one down there looks more brown.
okay.
It's on the bottom.
We managed to slightly dry some wet wood, so very limited progress, but we will be moving forward on a drier day to try again. Let me see if I can get set up. But yeah, once again, Emperor Victor, thank you so much.
The one's all the way on the bottom. But
Oh, they did?
that's not it.
There.
That was very dark. Down there.
Ooh, let's see. It's pretty warm. It didn't fully, but yeah,
No,
it kind of. Yeah, the best piece, very slightly charred. An attempt was made,
Okay.
but Emperor Victor, again, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
We
you for
always
having me.
treasure our time with you. And we are slowly but surely trying to make some progress out here, building things up day by day that will allow us to utilize this property and this territory in a way that can provide more for all of our nation. So
Yes.
let
Yeah.
us know how we can continue to build that and work together.
Well, right now I'm thinking about a way, excuse me, a way to produce the coal and use the while using the heat for something else. Sort of like exploiting the heat for more than just one thing for efficiency's sake, as
Use it to
well
boil water.
as say what?
My apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no.
The thought came to my head. You could use it to boil water potentially.
Boil water, create a steam system, maybe maybe have it where you're melting metal in in one section, and then have it structured in such a way that there are vessels holding wood that's being converted into charcoal. It's just a little something I thought about. So because it takes so much heat and so much material to produce the heat to create things like when I made swords or when I made body armor. I wanted to get the maximum build from all that coal and wood that I used. And I didn't want to make one small piece with all that wasted wood. And I always wondered, what else I could do with this heat? Where could this heat go? Now, up here, the heat would usually warm up the entire garage, and that's where I would work. And I had a forge set up and everything else, and exhaust port and whatnot. But I mean, the room was warm, so I said, okay, well, at least I can work here with just a t-shirt on out here, and the furnace itself is warming up everything. Okay, but down there right now, you don't need heating, so maybe a small steam turbine to charge a battery bank, just so it's like for me consciously knowing I'm burning this wood I'm burning this coal that I created from wood that's growing around me, and I'm using it for this and this and this. But if I could use it for all three of these things simultaneously, okay, then I get more bang for my buck. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I was just thinking like, what could be done with that? And again, it takes a lot of it is structure. Okay. How do you fit it all together where, you're not losing heat or you're not overheating it where you think you're doing something and then the vessel melts. Okay. So I've done that too. I've actually nearly melted a pot that I used to melt some metal. It was starting to it started getting soft. So I was like, oh, because the way I structured the furnace, the heat it had nowhere to go, and it was just like blasting. It got hotter and got hotter and got hotter, which was a mistake. I wasn't trying to get it that hot.
Oh,
And when I tried to get it that high, I never achieved it.
oh.
So there
So
was
you,
one of those goofy things in life where it's like, now I've got it and I'm not trying to get it that hot, So I lost some of the metal because it fused with the actual pot's metal. Just goofy stuff. So yeah,
right
just
thing,
a
right,
thought.
wrong time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then nice fire.
Oh, perfect. It's just started back up. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
relatively
looked like it
efficient
just,
because
yeah.
of the hill.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. And then maybe what do you call those chemical barrels? Those big like big metal barrels. I don't know. I used to see people make barbecue pits out of them.
Yeah, yeah. I know, Sean. This
Yeah,
is a super, super rusted out version of like a petroleum barrel or something.
right, right, right. Well, use one of those, fill it with wood, and then but you need like I said, a larger pit to produce the heat. So I would imagine, let's say you get one of those barrels and you fill it with wood, and then you put it in the ground that has been carved out for a small furnace.
Mhm.
And then you've got air blasting in there. You can also exploit that for, say, grilling, okay? Or
Absolutely.
again, create or have another barrel on top of it with pipes and tubes for, again, heating water, or again, a turbine that can produce electricity. So it's like, okay, I'm producing charcoal right now, and at the same time charging my battery banks.
And at the same
Something
time,
like that.
boiling people's water and doing that. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Or have some
That's a
shower
great
water
idea.
for later, that kind of
Or
thing.
smoking
So
our meat to preserve it. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
yeah, so something like that. Okay. As well as, you got the land out there. Uh, so when the nations start their produce starts growing, depending on what it is, you might have a smokehouse, and you might start wanting maybe smoking some tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, smoked tomatoes. That way they are preserved for a lot longer. So yeah, you've got gold, you've got power, you got wealth right there. Okay. You got a beautiful, beautiful sky. Just wow. You guys are blessed.
Certainly appreciate it. It feels like things are very close. Every time we make a little bit more progress, you can feel that next step is closer and closer and closer. Just it's a lot to do and a few hands. So we're grateful for your help. We're grateful for everybody else's help who's able to participate and help to make this happen quicker. It's
Right.
cool to see the progress. But,
Lovely.
um, I think that's been our big attempt for tonight. When we exit the stream, we may try for a little bit longer just because we still have the fire burning.
Okay.
But we are the dream is to slowly build that up. So we will have to update you and everybody else on our progress collecting and building up our stockpile of charcoal.
Yeah. And you never know. Charcoal is another thing that can be used as currency. Just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Just saying.
Used for art, used for writing, for all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it is not just one thing. Okay. Makeup, medicine,
Mm. Mm.
art supplies, heating, cooking,
Water
it's
filtration.
right, water filtration. So you have gold, basically, black gold, okay? And it's really about education. So any other nations that are watching this live or later watches this, Realize that. These are things that are taken for granted until they're gone. Okay. And either they'll be gone because some power will make them illegal for you to make, or they'll be too expensive to buy, or something along the lines of stupid, okay, will happen, because we see it happening now around us with, the simplest of things. And again, yeah, I want to see you perfect that. Do another video, do it, even if you got to do it all, off camera, and then come back and say, hey, this is what we got. I want that perfected. I gotta see it. I want to see that.
Absolutely. And we're going to. I like your ideas for scaling up. We got to start small, but I'm eager to get there. So we will keep you updated for sure.
Groovy.
But again, thank you so much for being here, Emperor Victor. I don't want to take too much of your time or Empress Alicia away from her studies. We will be continuing to be here working. Whenever you guys get free time, please let us know. We'd always love to have you again on our stream.
Okay. Will do. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And to everybody else, thank you so much for being here. We are continuing, and until next time, Aeternia forever.
Aeternia forever.
Bye, everybody.